Welcome back to the Reality Guys. I'm your host, Billy Blakes, joined as always by my co-host Brian.
What's going on, everybody?
Back to talk Summer House. This is season 9, episode 12. This is Pillow Fight. Make sure you like to subscribe here, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. If you're a Bravo fan, we got you covered. Plenty of shows, Southern Charm, Southern Hospitality, Summer, Winter House, anything and everything in between as far as other reality TV shows. Doing a lot of cast interviews recently. Go check it out. Some good ones coming, including Philip from Deal or No Deal Island, a whole bunch from Million Dollar Secret on Netflix. So go check it out. Bry, the pillow fight refers to a few things here. Obviously, they had the bedtime sleep party, nap party themes going on. The fight really comes down to Jesse and Lexi. I can't stand this whole thing already.
Sam.
She, it's hard to have sympathy because this dude is a big loser creep. I've seen that from the second he rolled in. She's very naive. I don't know why she's still entertaining it. I know it's not going to last anymore, but I'm really, really glad, and I'm really, really hoping this isn't a relapsing relationship in like a future season.
Yeah, dude, that would be terrible, actually. Yeah. I think they're just really doing it at this point for the cameras and the show, just trying to keep it going. Because other than that, like they have really no plot points.
I would like to think they were smart enough to know rolling in that like, hey, we need to link up regardless. This is what's best for business, right?
Yeah.
And I really don't have any issue with that, frankly. But he is just so I just can't stand him, dude. He's literally is giving he's giving me ick, and I don't get ick from a lot of them, but it's just so transparent.
Mhm.
I don't think what's the big deal with this dude?
I don't, yeah, I mean, he's just tall, and that's really, I mean, if he was short, I don't think anybody would be entertaining him at all.
He deflects everything, blames his friends for everything.
Oh yeah, and like I just think that the comments in Sierra, I think, are just absolutely crazy. Like, you got two guys on the show who would like do anything to be with Sierra, and one of them isn't West. It's not. I'm not even talking about West. I'm talking about Carl and Jesse. Everybody wants her.
Yeah, I just have a hard time having the sympathy for Sierra because I all the reactions I see from her come off as someone who's into the person, and that's why she's upset at Jesse. So again,
Yeah,
I'm very worried that that becomes a future thing. She just has the worst taste in men, period, on Bravo almost, and that's kind of tough to say. Let's say for like young people on Bravo, and he's the obvious next bad choice.
yeah. We'll have to see what the reunion, if there, whatever the rumor. I don't even know if there aren't rumors, but whatever it is, I'm sure we'll hear about it. I hope it's not. I hope it's not true because if that's the case. You got to knock her down a peg. I think just with like what she's into. It's just not. She, just dating all these dudes, these white dudes that are giving us bad names.
Sticking with Sierra as a pivot point still here though, Brian. Uh, Carl's a he's like an NPC, right?
Ugh, yeah.
When you walk in a room, I'm like, whoa. I'm so glad she acknowledged Lindsay right away as a reason. Like, dog, don't want that.
Yeah.
Sorry. Peace. You're not worth it.
Yeah. And he's like, well, I'll look at you when you walk away. I was like, dude, why are these guys so cringe, man?
Well, okay. Walk away.
I was just about to say, I promise, guys, and I really like that, but you know what? I think they actually are.
No, the dudes up there probably are for sure. Like, I want to do it. I want to do a one Saturday or Friday in the Hamptons this summer. I really do. I just want to like get one hands-on experience at one of
You
the
want to go where they are?
I want to go to like one of these beach clubs like one time. I just got to
Have you
see
been
it in
there?
person. I've been to parts, not to like the beach. I probably have, honestly, because I've been out a bunch of places. I don't even remember. I don't know where I was and wasn't, frankly.
Hamptons are overrated.
Yeah, well, I knew that all places I did go. So, like,
Wildly expensive for nothing.
except for Bordy Barn. Bordy Barn wasn't
Oh, rest in
overrated.
peace.
Rest in peace, Bordy Barn. Anything that's not allowed to exist anymore, it was fun. It's like my frat house. It's
Yeah.
like, um, okay, so yeah, poor Carl. Um, we talked about Lindsay really quick. I know this isn't really like part of the episode here, but like, is she gonna be on the show this season? Like, are they gonna just get her a separate house or something? Like, she's gonna be on the show, right? I feel like
Yeah,
you can't have
I
a
think
show
so.
without.
I know she didn't do anything today, but I just still, she just bothers me. on the highest degree. So yeah, I don't know. I'm worried about like next week because like she just seems to be so obsessed with what Carl's doing, and it's like you have a baby inside of you. Who cares what Carl's doing? Why do you care so much?
Yeah, the idea that she has any say or care is
Who
pretty
cares? He's a loser. You keep
yeah,
calling him a loser. Why do you care about him so much? I know you were about to marry him, but like, who cares?
yeah, and you've spent all this time crapping on him
Yeah,
too.
I'm sick of hearing about like who you. I don't believe that he hooked up with somebody. Why do you care? Who gives a shit?
Other real main and kind of what we were left with, Brian, was the Amanda and Kyle conversation. I think this is a lot to do about nothing, frankly. I think they're trying to give them some kind of storyline, the dramatization. Are we gonna? I don't know if I want to have kids anymore. I'm not gonna speak for them. I just think this is just being built up to a whole lot of nothing.
I mean, yeah, I couldn't see Kyle. Honestly, they're like Kyle and Tom Schwartz talking about we'd be good dads. That is just like funny. That was a funny conversation to listen to because I don't agree with that statement at all.
No, well, there's a reason probably you haven't been
Yeah,
dad
yeah.
because you're Peter Pans.
We're 40 and like we don't have kids. We don't have kids yet. Yeah, like you said, there's a reason for that. A wild
It's
reason. There's
not timing
documented footage of hours and days worth of content online on the internet that
of
why
why
you're
you
not.
aren't. Tom Schwartz, why you aren't? Your wife told you like, hey, if you do this bar, we're probably going to lose our marriage. And he's like, I'm going to go get this bar.
Yeah. Is then you know why these people have to stop drinking and they can't do that.
We'll never stop drinking. They can't. They can't. They can't, Brian. They literally can't.
It's bad, man. It's really bad.
I thought overall a decent episode though. Like I said, it was nice to see Schwartz for a few weeks. We are moving, plugging along. Like I said, we're really just charging to the reunion at this point. We need to
Yeah.
get basically to the current timeline so we can stop living in past events that we know of other things to come, aka the Craig Page stuff. So I want that to happen. I want to see what's going on with Jesse,
Mhm.
likely in the modern day, and we'll go from there.
Yeah.
Uh, if you like this content, make sure you like, subscribe here, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. But until next time, for myself and Brian, thank you so much for watching. Peace.